All right, free agency is starting up. Let's talk about 3 free agency moves that have happened so far that we really love. But before we get started, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel to catch more videos just like this one. All right, Kyle, tell us about the first free agency move in the 2024 offseason that you love.
Yeah, so Aaron Jones to the Vikings is super intriguing. I've never been a big fan of Aaron Jones. Every year I think he's going to be horrible. Every year he proves me wrong. This year I thought he was cooked, right? Started out the season slow. Then he goes out with an injury for a few weeks. Well, over the course of the second half of that season, Jordan Love starts playing better. The receivers get in sync with him. All of a sudden, this team is motoring. He comes back and proves me wrong again. He proves he's still got juice when the team is functioning well. I think going to a team, even with Sam Darnold at the helm, I think he is going to have space because of those receivers in that receiving game. I think he's obviously going to be an improvement over Alexander Madison, right?
100%.
So I definitely like. I mean, he only signed a 1-year deal, 1 or 2 maybe years as a stopgap running back before they draft somebody else or whatever. I think he's a great fit on that team for what they're trying to accomplish.
Well, he's a pretty good receiving back, right? And that's a pretty pass-happy offense because of, like you said, all the receiving options that they have. And with them having to respect those, it could open him up for that receiving role there quite significantly. And if they do stick with Sam Darnold, which is who they have while we're making this video, that's their quarterback. Sam Darnold hasn't proven to be super fantastic, right? So Aaron Jones could be the beneficiary of a lot of dump-off passes. So I like Aaron Jones in this system as well. He doesn't have someone like A.J. Dillon breathing down his neck. And, I mean, the best they have right now is Cam Akers and Ty Chandler. And so, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Aaron Jones does in that backfield, but I have a feeling it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, agreed.
Cool. All right, who's your next guy?
So my next guy is the guy that replaced him in Green Bay, Josh Jacobs. I absolutely love this fit for the Packers. He's a good receiving back, as he's proved the last couple of years. They finally started throwing him the ball on the Raiders. And so I started to say Oakland, but I guess he was there for Oakland and Vegas, so technically I would have been right still. But I don't think it was till he went to Vegas that they started throwing him the ball. But he's proved he's a good receiving back, again, catching passes from Jordan Love. This offense is in a groove now. I think he's a better running back talent than Aaron Jones, and Aaron Jones had a lot of success in that offense. I think Josh Jacobs is going to run wild.
I agree. You mentioned his pass catching ability. This last season, before getting hurt, of course, I mean, he was probably averaging around 5 catches a game. Had one where he had 11 catches in a single game. It's just crazy. So, or targets, I mean, not catches, but 11 targets. And that's quite a bit. 8 catches, that's a lot.
8 catches on those 11 targets.
Yeah. So I mean, he's just as good at receiving as Aaron Jones was. So he's going to fit in there. But then he's probably just a better pure runner, and he's younger, which is really important for that team too. Man, Jacobs is going to feast there in a way better offense than he had when he was with the Raiders. It's going to open him up so much more. That's exciting for Josh Jacobs.
You bring up a great point with the age too, especially like for dynasty leagues. But that whole team is so young. I think they were the youngest in the league this last year. And that just makes him such a better fit than 29-year-old Aaron Jones anyways. So
100% agree. And, I mean, A.J. Dillon is there right now, right? But isn't he also a free agent? He may not return either. So who knows? It could be Josh Jacobs and some rookie. Who knows?
Yep.
So loving the situation there. All right, let's move on to your third player that you love. Hit me with it.
My third move that I love, believe it or not, comes from the Atlanta Falcons. New head coach, Raheem Morris going and getting a QB that can throw the football.
You like that?
Kirk Cousins to the Falcons is spectacular. Not only is it going to help Drake London, not only is it going to help Kyle Pitts, it's going to open up run lanes for Bijan Robinson because they have to respect the pass now. I love this move for them. I think, I will say, I think a 4-year deal for a 35-year-old quarterback coming off an Achilles injury is a little risky. It's a little bold, but I like the move to sign him nonetheless. Whether he lasts all 4 years or not, he's good enough to hold over until they can draft their QB of the future, their franchise guy for sure.
I agree. Is Kirk Cousins the best quarterback in the world? Absolutely not. Is he a huge upgrade than anything Drake London and Pitts have ever had? 2,000%, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about Kirk Cousins at the beginning of this last fantasy season was like top QB, right? For a little while there. I mean, he was scoring 30 points a game for a couple games there at the beginning and stuff. Kind of fell off, but he was still performing at a pretty high level. So the dude could chuck the rock, and yes, he had Justin Jefferson and Addison stuff. He had good receivers there, but it's not like he's going to an untalented bunch in Atlanta.
Right.
He has an underutilized bunch in Atlanta with better running back play. So
Yeah.
I think the situation's fantastic. If I'm an Atlanta fan, I am ecstatic. If I'm a Bijan owner, if I'm a Pitts owner, if I'm a London owner, I am so happy. This has been a great offseason so far for Kyle Pitts owners. Praise Jesus.
Yeah, for sure. Like, he's going from Jefferson and Hawkinson and Addison to London, Pitts, and now Mooney. Like,
and who knows what else?
Honestly, that's not a huge drop off. It is not Jefferson, I admit, but the potential there for him to be successful is fantastic. So,
but in fairness, he's also going from Madison to Bijan Robinson.
Yes, that helps a lot for sure. So yeah, I'm all about it.